I get really anxious sometimes. By the way, this is a video of me getting out of my head. I just went and got my bus pass today from my university, and I'm just like crazy riding on that anxiety energy right now. And yeah, no, I don't like anxiety. It's a tough thing to have. It kind of is a little bit, I don't want to say debilitating, but it is a little bit in a way. And like, I went to go see a therapist for a very, very long time, to sort of help with that, and she really did. But now that I'm not seeing a therapist or like any other things, I kind of feel like I'm a little bit back at square one, especially in the city, and I don't really like it at all, because anxiety for me manifests in sort of impulses, and I get really nervous, and then I get really energetic, and I won't stop like tapping things. I have this thing actually where I'll go from shortest finger to longest and I'll just do it back and forth, like just tapping on something. Like, I don't know if you heard that, but I was tapping totally, and it's not cool at all, and I tap a lot of things, and then I sort of get into like this mindset of like, if I just do this, I'll stop feeling this way. I'm kind of writing that right now, so I'm doing like first I did the first thing on my list, which was brush my cat. I don't know if you can see her. So I brushed my cat, and then because when I was petting her earlier today, I could see like the fur fly off her, and it was not, I was like sneezing, and like I'm not allergic to cats like as much as anyone else is, but I could kind of like feel it doing that, and so I was getting like nervous about that. And then I went out, and it's sort of like, well, I'm taking up a lot of space right now, so another thing I really gotta do is I really gotta go work out. And so after this I'm gonna go work out, and then it's sort of like, but my apartment is like super cluttered right now, and then after I go work out I need to go and like totally clean everything. So I'm like, if I kind of stay in this mindset, then that's what I'm gonna do, and I like obsess over it, and it's, oh, God, it's awful. And it's sort of like when I was there, when I was at my university, and I like kind of got a little bit lost, and then it was sort of like I had to backtrack a couple times, and I walked past some people, like the same people a couple times, and it was like, shit, they totally know who I am, and are like, they totally recognize me at the very least, and they're gonna know I'm lost, and that's really embarrassing to me. And then so it was sort of like I'd walk past them and be like, don't look at them, and then I would go into there and I'd be like, okay, look for that, and then I'd be like, talk to these people, but it would just sort of like, then I would go and go and ask people for directions, and then something in my brain would be like, no, don't talk to anyone, don't look at them. So I would like turn around and go the opposite direction of where I needed to go, and eventually I found it myself without talking to anybody. And like, I'm not like this on the daily. Like, a lot of the times I really like being around people, I really like people, but then on days with like anxiety, then I get very sort of in myself and in my head, and I get really riled up, and I can't stop. And that's why I'm making this video, is to just sort of like kind of try and stretch it out of me. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm winding up like a bunch of wire, and it's just sort of like, let's see if I can unravel it and sort of stretch it out, like, you know. And yeah, and so that's my story about me with anxiety, and I gotta stop this right now, because if I don't, and then I'm gonna keep going forever, and I'm gonna keep making this video, and as soon as I get off, then it's gonna be sort of weird. And yeah, so I'm gonna stop this now so I can go work out and clean my apartment and a lot of things. But this is just sort of what I'm like when I'm really anxious. And then yeah, good stuff, but not really at all. No, not good at all. Okay, bye.